Hello, here we are with an unboxing and hands-on with the Sony Xperia E1. So this is a low to mid-range handset. It sports the majority of features you'd expect of a sort of entry-level device, and it comes in a very cost-effective $134.99 including VAT at the time of recording. So this is the retail packaging. And we've got a rundown of some of the features on the box here. So we've got a 4-inch touchscreen, 3 megapixel camera, 1.2 gigahertz dual core processor, got Clear Audio Plus, xLoud, we've got Walkman App, Wi-Fi, Android. Now it comes in 3 colours, black, white and purple. And we've got the black coloured unit here. So we're going to take a look at what's in the box. So first things first, comes with a screen protector and screen cleaning cloth in the package. We've got a startup guide to sort of get you up and running. We've then got important information, regulatory information there. I'm sure you're not interested in that. We've then got a 3-pin UK mains adapter with USB connection on there, Sony branding. And there we go, so 3-pin, it doesn't detach or anything like that, or the pins don't bend in. We got a standard USB to micro USB cable, so this is for connecting to the mains charger or to a computer for transferring data on the phone. We've then got a set of very basic in-ear headphones with a 3.5mm headphone jack and inline microphone there, so for taking hands-free calls. We've then also got a little adapter there so that you can put your micro SIM into this full-size SIM adapter, because the E1 is a little bit old school in the fact that it uses a standard SIM card rather than a micro or nano SIM. We've then got a battery, and yes, this is a removable battery. It's the BA900, and this has a capacity of 1700 milliamp hours. And then lastly, we have the device itself. So there we go. So let's take off the screen protector. So starting on the front here, we have the 4-inch touchscreen display. It's a capacitive screen. We've got the Sony logo, we've got the earpiece above the Sony logo, and we've got the light sensor behind the panel here. Down the bottom we've got nothing to speak of. The home, back and menu keys are all built into the software. What we have got down here, which you can't just see at the moment, is a notification LED. It's a pulsing LED. We've got a microphone just here in the bottom corner of the panel. At the bottom here we've got a recess for removing the back cover. Other than that, it's flush. On the left side, it's sort of fairly smooth and flush, with the exception of the micro USB port for charging and connectivity to a computer. On the top, we've got a 3.5mm headphone jack, and then we've got the dedicated Walkman button. And then on the right side, we've got the volume up and down key and the power key. Coming to the back, we've got the 3 megapixel camera. There's no LED flash. We've got another microphone. We've got the Sony logo, got the Xperia branding, and then we've got the speaker grill over the speaker. We'll come back to the speaker in a minute because that's quite an important feature on this phone. So if we pull off the back cover, we've got the micro SD memory card slot. So the phone's got 4 gig of internal memory, but you can expand it with a micro SD card. We've then got the standard SIM card slot that sits below the battery. So we're just going to insert the battery and power the phone up. So let's switch that on. And you'll see here that this is the speaker. It sits slightly to the left-hand side when you consider the speaker grill stretches across the back of the device. Now it's all made of plastic. It's got a slight texture to it. These logos are embossed here, but it actually feels quite nice in the hand. It's not harsh plastic. It feels quite soft, which all told is quite nice. It might be a cheaper Android handset, but as things go, it doesn't feel too bad. Now the screen does feel a little bit resistive. It's not quite as smooth as the glass screens that we've seen on higher end handsets. So here we are, sort of fairly standard Android home screen. We can pinch on the screen and customize our home screen with themes, wallpapers, apps, etc. Let's just go into the gallery here and play you something back. So that plays back on the screen like so, and I'm going to show you the speaker now. So there we go. Now, I mentioned about the speaker here. This device has a speaker that's capable of producing 100 decibels, which is about 20 decibels higher than the average smartphone, if you like. Now, we have been testing this and we'll be bringing a full review on our YouTube channel very soon, so be sure to check out the channel for that. It's pretty loud, definitely louder than most other smartphones. However, the sacrifice has been the audio quality to some extent with the speaker on this, which is a little bit of a shame, but it is definitely louder than the majority of smartphones. Just clarity is affected as a result. So if we take a look back here, sort of fairly standard affair running Android. We've got our apps tray. We can customize it. Thanks to Sony, they put in these little neat touch, kind of our own order, alphabetical, most used. We can choose what we want here. Now, being an Android device, you've got access to all the Google services such as the Play Store, Google Chrome browser, Maps, and much more. Of course, you've got your standard sort of messaging function on here that can be used in portrait and landscape mode. And then you can start a message here, and you've got your keyboard, and you've got a variety of keyboard and language options on the device. You've got your standard phone dialer, sort of fairly nondescript, sort of standard sort of affair. Now, of course, being again a Google Android device, it syncs up to your Google account and brings down your contacts. It'll pick up your SIM contacts as well. So you've got all your apps tray, and you can see the apps that you get loaded on here. Sony do add their additional apps like Xperia Lounge. You've got Smart Connect, Support. All of these things are designed to bring additional value to the device. You've got Track ID, you've got an FM radio here. So Sony have added those things to really give you the greatest possible functionality from the device and add additional value. We can take a look at the camera. It's 3 megapixels on here. Now, the standard camera app has been improved over the sort of stock Android one. And in our testing, the results have been pretty mixed. In very good lighting conditions, you can get a reasonable shot considering it's just a 3 megapixel camera on the back here with no flash. Even in low light, we were quite surprised. But it's a little bit touch and go depending on what you're doing. You're not going to be printing these images out. Showing them on social networks and everything is going to be just fine. But you've got different scene modes, you've got manual mode, you've got a variety of picture effects on here as well to give a little bit of fun. And you've got the panorama option there. Now, you may see that there is just a little bit of lag on this phone. It's got a 1.2 gigahertz dual-core processor, which is fast enough for the majority of things, but some items do take a few seconds to load in, and you might have noticed when we went into the camera, if I do that now, well, actually that's quite quick, probably we've had it running before. Let's just go and actually close the camera off and see how long it takes to load. 1, 2, 3. So a little bit longer than we'd like. Passable, but it'd be nice if it was quicker. Let's just take a quick look into the settings. So about the phone. So you can see here that is the D2005. It's got 4 gig of internal memory, Bluetooth, GPS, Wi-Fi, it's all on here, 3G. You've got power management mode. This is stamina mode, so you can extend the battery life of this device. With 1700 milliamp hours, most people should get a day. I would say a lot of people will actually get 2 days, if not more, out of this, depending on your usage. You've got a variety of control over the display, including the brightness, whether the notification light comes on. Now, out of the box, in terms of actual memory, you get around 2 gig available to you, something like that. With the OS installed on there. Bluetooth Wi-Fi, you've got a data usage monitor for your 3G, which is useful as well. Quickly go into the album just to show you a couple of images we've captured here on the device, but most notably the notification light on the bottom. Just watch that, how it sort of changes colour and with the things we're going through on screen. So that's just a nice touch, and the notification light works for a variety of things. Now, we're not going to show you all our sort of the web browser and that's fairly straightforward. We'll just lastly show you the Walkman button on the top here. So a quick press on it will pause or play music on the device. So just pressing that once. If I press and hold, it launches me into the Walkman app. And like a lot of music apps, you can configure your music by artists, releases, songs, albums, playlists, and you can play the music from here and control it. And again, when you go into the playlists and things, the moods and everything change. So the moods change on the device based on the different music. So you can see the colours changing there in the background and the notification light with it. So that's a quick unboxing and hands-on with the Sony Xperia E1. It comes with a 24-month warranty. It weighs in 120 grams. All round good little performer. Be sure to check out our full review available on blog.clove.co.uk, as well as our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Clove Technology. Thanks for watching.